So today I am wearing a tiara, I'm drinking tea from a runDisney mug, and I am wearing my rattiest underwear. That can only mean one thing. I am packed and ready for Disney's Princess Half Marathon. Hello everyone, Laura here with Joyful Miles, a channel that's all about inspiring others to enjoy life 1 mile at a time. As you can see, today's topic is going to be about packing for a runDisney race. This upcoming Princess Half Marathon will be my 14th race weekend. Wow. So I have learned a thing or two on how to pack for a racecation throughout the years. And my personal policy is to be prepared for anything, especially for races that happen over the winter months, November through February, like Wine and Dine Half Marathon, Marathon Weekend, the Princess Half, where the weather can be so unpredictable. Now, races in Disneyland where the weather is a lot more stable, you don't have to go as crazy, but East Coast, yes. So, if you are an overpacker, you're gonna love this video. If you are a light packer or a dude like my husband who packs 5 shorts, 5 matching shirts, 5 pair of socks, and 5 underpants and calls it a day, you're probably gonna think this is a little extreme. Either way, I hope to inform and entertain you. So, let's open up these bad boys and get to work. So before jumping in, I do have a blog post that you can visit by clicking the link below that will have all these tips. I'm going to go into more detail with the video though, but there you will also find a PDF file of a packing list that I did that you can print out, and I have a Word file so you can go in and modify it for your own needs. So my first suggestion is to pack early. This is especially important if you're doing a multi-race challenge like the Glass Slipper and the 5K where you have 3 early mornings in a row. For Dopey, it would be 4. Plus, if you're traveling early in on Thursday or Wednesday for the expo, that is another early morning. So you definitely do not want to stay up late the night prior, packing, all stressed out so you don't get to sleep. So try to get your packing done the weekend before so you can relax. My next suggestion is to use some tools that will help you be more organized in your packing. This will help if you, like me, are sharing accommodations with others to help save money. I know in our place we are going to have 8 women, so closet space, shelf space, bureau space is going to be hard to come by, and I might have to live out of my suitcase, but I figured out some ways to stay very organized even if I have to do that. The biggest thing is packing cubes. Oh my goodness. Megan turned me on to these and I do not know how I packed without them. This one holds my jeans, yoga pants, and leggings. Here are my shorts. These are for long sleeve and short sleeve shirts. And this is for pajamas and my robe and other sleepwear. And these are for unmentionables and socks, which is very light. I forgot to do laundry, so this will be stuffed later on. And am I the only one who had a mother that called them unmentionables? Something else that I like to use is one of these very cheap shoe hangers. I don't want to pull it out the whole way because it's really hard to get back. But you have plenty of compartments to store stuff, and you can hang it in a closet, or if you're at the All-Stars or a Value where you have the sink and the railing there. Another thing that I like is a sweater holder. This has 6 compartments. I got it for like $4 at Walmart. So if you add this and this, it's like having a nice little wardrobe to keep very organized. Especially good if you're doing like the Dopey Challenge and you have costumes or outfits for 4 different race days. You can use each one for a race day. Super organized. Something else that I love, love, love is my Vera Bradley toiletry hanger. You can get them anywhere if you don't want to use a Vera Bradley, but it keeps everything nice and organized. I also use a separate bag for things that go right into the shower. Oh, and while I have this out, if you like to use a bath poof, go to the dollar store and get some of these very cheap suction cups. It comes in like a pack of 8, so you can very easily hang your poof in the shower. Something else that I really, really love is a tote organizer. I got this off of Amazon for like $10. I will be putting the link below. You can pack so much stuff in this and keep it organized and handy and put it on a shelf and pull it down whenever you need it. So let's find out what's in here. First off, I have some food. I have granola bars. That is like my go-to snack before a race. I have some oatmeal, Skippy peanut butter snack packs. I love these. Plus some coffee, tea, and little sample packs of honey because this gal cannot start a Run Disney race without coffee. Speaking of which, I got some to-go cups from Target. These were very inexpensive, like $3 for 12. I ended up getting 2 packs so I can share with my gals in the room. So you can take your own coffee to the race because quite frankly, the coffee there stinks and they only have half and half. So here you go. Okay, so jumping back in. I got some medicines in case I get the sniffles, knock on wood. If a cold front does come in, I have some emergency blankets, some hand warmers. Oh, and speaking of medicine, ladies, I know this is not pleasant conversation because we are prone as female runners to get yeast infection, and seeing as how the gift stores do not have a Mondstadt section, yes, I bring one of these just for emergencies to every Run Disney race, although I really need to check the expiration on this. And yes, it's generic. I have kids in college. So where did I leave off? Hand warmers, and I have some Mylar blankets from a previous race, as well as an extra gear check bag. But look, if you happen to rip yours or lose yours that you get at the expo, don't worry, they will have extras at bag check, as well as some extra safety pins in case you are in a pickle. If you saw Rob and I's recent Run Disney in the Rain video, we did talk about garbage bags. I bring a regular one, and I took one of my husband's contractor bags because they are bigger, stronger, heavier. Sounds like I'm describing the $6 million man. Anyway, you never know. If it does rain, you want to bring some of this. Some other things that are good to bring that I don't have packed because I can't find it, long story. Anyway, a visor. Definitely bring a visor or a hat because running with rain splashing in your face is quite unpleasant. Also, pack some newspaper. Just tuck it in the front of your suitcase and forget about it. But if your shoes do get wet, crumple them up, shove them in, and hopefully they will dry overnight and prevent blisters. And while I'm talking about shoes, you definitely want to bring more than one pair. For Princess Half, I will bring 2. For Adobe Challenge, I would bring 3 and keep 1 in my carry-on, as well as an outfit for one race, my running sunglasses, my wireless earbuds, and enough fuel for one race. Speaking of rain protection, ponchos. You can get them very cheap at Walmart or Target. They are always a good investment. I also bring an array of extra baggies, snack size, sandwich size, gallon size, because you never know when you're going to need them. Okay, what else? I have tissues because I'm constantly blowing my nose, Band-Aids, Lysol wipes because I am a germaphobe and I will wipe down all the door handles, light switches, the remote control, everything in the room beforehand. On that note, I have plenty of handy wipes as well. If you sit beside me on the plane, you will see me wiping down the tray and my seat belt and the light switch because I don't want to get sick. In here, I also have some earbuds. Really good if you're staying with other people or a snorer, or if you're staying in a value where the walls are a little thinner. I have a screen cleaner. I got this free at a builder show, so nice little freebie there. And that brings us to my fueling needs. That includes plenty of goo gels. I bring some Nun tablets. Oh, salt tabs. I don't have them in here and I don't have them on my list, so I got to remember to get my salt tabs. And if I'm doing a marathon, I would bring some Plow On gum. I also take care of my own recovery nutrition. It's good to get some protein in your body within 30 minutes. They do give out snack boxes, and lately they have had like the sample size of the Builder protein blocks. But again, I like to bring my own. Sorry for the crinkling, I am used to these pure protein bars. That's my go-to recovery snack. So I bring 2, one for after the 10K and one for after the half. One more thing, I also bring an extension cord. That way, if I want to charge my phone while keeping up with social media in bed, then I can do so. Oh, which reminds me, You definitely want to bring a surge protector or a multi-outlet place because us runners, we have a lot of electronics to plug in. That way you can keep it all nice and neat in one spot. Especially good if you're sharing a room like I do and outlets are at a premium. I also bring a sewing kit. This has scissors, thread, needle, safety pins, pins, what have you, because I will have to be pinning some stuff on while I'm there. Good thing about this case is that it fits neatly on top to keep things from falling out, and I just throw it right in my suitcase. So getting back to electronics, I keep all of my charging cords and USB ports in this bag here, and I do a trial run before my vacation to make sure I have cords for everything, for my Garmin, my tablet keyboard, for my phone. Battery chargers. Speaking of which, you want to make sure you have a couple battery chargers. I have a good one that I use for the parks and then one that is smaller that I use during the races. If you are someone who takes a lot of video or pictures, having a clicker is very handy and you can get one rather cheaply through Amazon Prime. You also want to make sure that you have a waterproof case for your phone in case it does rain. This is the one that I use. I just had to get a new one because I upgraded to the iPhone Plus, which I love. So of course I spent the extra $3 for the pink. What can I say? Also, something different I'm going to try this year. Normally I always carry my phone during a Run Disney race because I'm constantly taking pictures and video for recaps. So before I would use an old camera wrist strap, I would hook it through my phone's protector and then have it on my wrist because I'm clumsy and I don't want to drop my phone. This time around though, I did buy an inexpensive phone holder. It says it's supposed to stabilize, but for $12, I don't think it's going to stabilize a lot. And I'm walking, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So I'm trying this out. Now, to be clear, the rules state that you cannot have a selfie stick that extends, but this does not extend and the handle is less than 8 inches, so you should be good with this. However, I would take it to runner relations just to check, and when you get to bag check, make sure you show them that it cannot extend. I got this straight from the GoPro Pro. Gerald over at the channel Rez Runs. He uses a gimbal at every single race and never had a problem, and be sure to check out his channel because his recaps are amazing. I also like to bring an array of running belts because I never quite know which one I'm going to wear for the race until the night before. While I do mostly use my backpack for the parks, I always bring a smaller crossbody that packs very nicely. And I bring a drawstring backpack. What I like to use this for is in my gear bag. I will put it in because if you've ever carried anything in this clear drawstring bag with those strings on it, it's a little awkward. If you put one of these in loose, it has to be loose so security can see everything in your bag. Then after the race, you can put everything in here and it's a lot easier to carry. You also want to bring some type of laundry hamper system, whether it's a plastic bag or this. I like it because it's ventilated, you know, for the stinky stuff. So getting back to the topic of weather, I always bring clothes for any type of weather situation. And I also separate everything with plastic baggies. This bag is full of clothes to wear if it's really hot. This bag for if it's really cold. And this bag for when it's in between and just right. I'm also careful to bring some knit gloves, hats, ear warmers. These gloves that I got at Target are really nice because you can use them on your smartphone screen. I also picked up some jackets from Walmart before the Dopey Challenge. They are weather resistant. I got them for like $11 and they ended up being really fantastic. Now I will most likely not be bringing this for Princess, but before at Kohl's I got this off the clearance rack, dirt cheap. A nice short puffy coat that is very warm, and the good thing is you can bunch this sucker up in a tight little ball and shove it in your suitcase front or in a gallon-sized baggie. Very convenient to have. Not the prettiest thing, but it's warm. So as far as separating things in baggies, I also do that with each of my race costumes or race outfits, and I will put my outfit for my first race in my carry-on, as well as, like I said before, shoes, fueling needs, You also want to print your waiver out and pack it in your carry-on as well, or whatever you're carrying directly to the expo. I also take that one step further. I cut out these manila folders for my race bib that I always get signed from Jeff Galloway because he's just so cute and sweet. That way it keeps it from getting wrinkled. Why I care if my bib gets wrinkled when it's only going to get totally messed up during the races, I don't know. It's just one of my quirks. And I also bring an umbrella and a lightweight poncho. And I also bring a heavier poncho, one that is dark. This can make for a really nice changing room after the race if you want to get out of your wet clothes. A lot nicer than going into the porta pot. So some other things you might need going off my list here is some KT tape, Body Glide. Oh yeah, you're gonna need some Body Glide. I always bring a little travel size thing of Vaseline to put on my toes to help with blisters. Also throwaway clothes. I don't have any packed because I don't think I'm going to need them for this race, but if a cold front is coming up, it's a good idea to go to your Goodwill or thrift store, get a cheap sweatshirt, jacket, sweatpants, a robe. A robe is fantastic. That way you can wear it before the race and then toss it once you are warmed up. Run Disney will collect them and give them to charity. And finally, if you do forget something, keep in mind that there will be plenty of expo vendors that might have what you need. And there's also the Fit to Run store in downtown Disney Springs. I'm sorry, it's going to take me a while to remember that. And they can help you out. So I think I covered everything. I hope I covered everything. Again, if you would like to go to my blog post and print out a copy of the list, either PDF or Word file, so you can modify it for your own needs, the link will be below. Thank you so much for watching, and especially thank you for my new subscribers. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Be sure to give this a thumbs up if it was helpful. Subscribe for more video updates. And if you were going to be at the Princess Half Marathon, keep an eye out for me. For the 5K, I will be Darth Vader. For the 10K though, oh my gosh, hold on, I have to get this. Okay, we're going to be the Monsters University Sorority Sisters, wearing these purple wig and purple leg warmers. It's going to be so much fun. If you see me, please say hi. And for the half marathon, I will be walking, so I'm going to go as Gimpy Gaston. What can you do? You just got to have fun with these things. So again, good luck packing for your Run Disney trip. I hope you have an amazing time and come back and tell us about it. Thank you again for watching. Take care and have a joyful day.